Gacy. Imagine that you're a 16-year-old runaway, homeless and desperate for work. A man in his 30s pulls up in his car and introduces himself as John. He's friendly, well-dressed, and owns his own construction business. He
That
offers you a
nigga's
job,
not well dressed. That
$10
nigga
an
looks
hour,
like a
cash,
clown,
no
bro.
questions
What the
asked.
fuck we talking about?
He says you can start tomorrow if you come to his house tonight to discuss details. You're desperate, exhausted, and hungry. You accept. His house is normal, suburban, and unremarkable. Inside, John
Why would
offers you a
you
beer
accept
and starts
a
explaining the
random
construction
nigga's
work.
house. This gotta be
He's
way back in
personable,
the day when
jokes
niggas
around,
trust niggas, bro.
tells you about his community
no
service
nigga would
work.
do this now.
Then he suggests showing you a magic trick. He pulls out a pair of handcuffs and asks if you can escape from them. It seems weird, but harmless. You let him put the handcuffs on your wrists behind your back. The click of the cuffs locking is the last normal sound you hear.
Freaky
John's entire
ass.
demeanor changes in an instant. The friendly contractor vanishes. He forces you to the floor and ties your ankles. You're screaming, but there's no one to hear you. His neighbors are too far away. and
Damn,
he
nobody can
soundproofed the
hear you
room.
for shit, huh?
He places a rope around your neck, tied in a
Hey, man.
specific knot. Then he starts twisting it with a stick like a tourniquet, slowly cutting off your air supply. You can't breathe, and this torture continues for hours. But then finally, he tightens it one last time and
Oh
doesn't
hell
stop.
nah, bro.
Your last conscious
That's some
thought
freaky
is
ass
terror.
shit. What the fuck?
Your body will be buried in the crawl space
Aw,
beneath his
bro.
house, along with
RIP
28
to everybody
others.
who had to deal with
John
this,
Wayne
bro.
Gacy was arrested in December
28 others, nigga. I'm
1978
probably 29,
after the
30
bodies
or
of
something?
4 late
Oh, hell
victims
no.
were found in the Des Plaines River. Police discovered
And you tell me
29
that
bodies
nigga
buried beneath his house.
with that mugshot looks
His trial
well
began
spoken.
in
That nigga must
1980.
be well
He
spoken, but
pleaded
ugly,
innocent by
chopped-ass
reason of
nigga,
insanity.
bro.
However,
I
the
wouldn't
jury
trust a
convicted
nigga
him
like
of
that back
all
then.
33 and he received the penalty. After all his appeals were denied, he was
33
executed by lethal
and death
injection
penalty.
on May
Clap it
10,
up for the death penalty. But 33
1994.
bodies is crazy.
The Zodiac. You're sitting on a bench at Lake Berryessa in Napa County, California, enjoying a peaceful picnic with your girlfriend on a warm afternoon in 1969. The sun is shining, the water is calm, and you're completely relaxed. But suddenly, your girlfriend grabs your arm and points toward the trees. She tells you that she thinks she saw somebody watching you guys in the woods, and before you can even react, a 6-foot-tall, 250-pound psycho approaches you out of nowhere. He's wearing nothing but dark clothes, sunglasses, and a straight-up
Roblox
executioner
character
hoodie
looking
with a
ass. What
Zodiac
the
sign at the
fuck?
bottom of it. The hooded man draws a and slowly approaches you. Instinctively, you position yourself between him and your girlfriend. But to your absolute surprise, he starts to reason with you. He says that he's an escaped convict from Montana, and that all he needs is your car and money to get to Mexico. Even though you don't really have a choice, you tell him you'll cooperate. He
Well,
orders
you have no
both
choice
of you
but to
to lie
cooperate.
face down
What the
on the
fuck are we
ground.
talking about?
Then he tells your girlfriend to tie you up first. Afterward, he then ties her up in the same way. Without as much as even a second passing, the criminal tears her to shreds right in front of you with a 12-inch carving knife. You scream in horror as you try to break free from your restraints to save her, but your attempt to try to free yourself and charge at him quickly transforms into trying to escape him. Once you realize he turns his attention towards you, A plunges his weapon into your lower back, then your upper back, then above your ribs. And he doesn't
This
stop.
nigga was crazy.
Eventually,
This
as
nigga
you
was
lie on the
crazy.
ground
This
gasping
nigga was
for
crazy.
air,
This
you
nigga
watch
was
as the
crazy.
man leaves a
What the
note on the
fuck?
side of your car. It'd have a Zodiac sign on it, with the dates of 3 recent and the words, "Buy
How
knife,"
does he remember
written
each
besides them.
death and kill,
This is
bro?
what happened to Brian Hartnell and his girlfriend Cecilia
Oh,
Ann
hell
Shepard.
no,
Luckily
bro.
enough, Brian would survive the encounter, but his
Iron
girlfriend
Man, he
sadly would
survived?
pass. Brian would describe the criminal to police officers, but the Zodiac Killer would never be caught, and he'd go on to claim anywhere from 5 to 37 more victims, leaving
He
behind
never been
cryptic
caught, so you tell
notes
me this
like
nigga lived his full
I like
life?
killing people because it is
Oh,
so
he-
much fun. It is more fun than wild game in the forest, because man is the most dangerous animal of all.
Oh hell no, this
The
nigga's
Butcher.
weird.
Imagine you're a 4-year-old waiting at a rural train station in Rostov, Soviet Union in 1984. A middle-aged man in glasses approaches you, soft-spoken and grandfatherly. He
This
says he
nigga
knows a
looks like a
shortcut
soft
through the
raper,
woods to the
bro, not
next
a
town
soft
and offers
spokener
to show
nigga.
you the
What
way.
the fuck?
You're running late and he seems harmless,
Giga chin
so you
ass
follow him.
jawline.
The forest path gets
This
darker
gotta be way
and
back in the
colder,
day
and
when
you begin
niggas
to
trust
feel
niggas, 'cause
uneasy
why
when
would you follow
suddenly
a nigga
he
in
grabs
the
you from
forest?
behind. His strength is pretty shocking for his mild appearance.
Freaky
Suddenly,
ass,
he
grab him
throws
from
you to the
behind.
ground
Hold
and
on.
starts slashing with a knife he pulled from his coat. The attack is nothing short of animalistic. The
Oh,
butcher
bro.
sees your hands, chest, mouth, skull, eyes, and face.
This nigga with the animation,
Try to
bro.
scream, but pain cuts your
That's
voice short, leaving only faint, rattling breaths. The attack lasts only minutes.
It's not
but feels
funny,
like
but it's
hours.
him added the animation. This nigga go like
Losing
this.
consciousness from blood loss, you see him doing something unspeakable with the knife to your body. Your last sensation is the indescribable horror of understanding what's happening but being too weak to stop it.
He
Andre
cut off their
Chikatilo
ding dings?
murdered at least
Oh,
50
nah, this
people
nigga
between
freaky.
1978 and
50
1990.
people in the
He
force.
was eventually identified as the chief suspect of his heinous crimes and arrested. While in court, he was kept in a cage because of his erratic behavior. On one occasion,
No shit, he was
pulled
kept
down
in
his
the cage.
pants
This nigga was an animal,
in
bro.
front of the court. He was
And he's
executed
going.
in a Moscow prison in 1994. Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh, hell no, bro.
Now imagine you're at a bar in Milwaukee on a Saturday
I already
night
know about Jeffrey
when a
Dahmer.
blonde
This
man
nigga
in
was
his late
freaky.
20s
Freaky
approaches
gay
you.
nigga, bro.
He's charming, good-looking, and well-spoken. He introduces himself as Jeff and offers to buy you a drink. He mentions he's a photographer and asks
was
if
not
you'd
good
be
looking,
interested
but
in
okay.
making some quick cash by posing for photos at his apartment.
What do you mean by that?
He offers you $50. You're broke, and he seems harmless enough, so you agree. His apartment is at 924 North 25th Street. It's
Before
neat
God
and
took it
surprisingly
down.
clean.
Hmm.
He offers you another drink, a strong rum and coke. You take a few sips,
Yeah, but that's the
and
last
within
thing you
minutes,
remember.
you
Already,
start
no.
feeling dizzy and disoriented. Your vision blurs. You try to stand up, but your legs won't work.
Oh,
The room
hell
spins.
nah, bro.
Jeff is still talking, but his voice
Freaky
sounds
ass.
distant and distorted. You collapse onto the couch. Then you wake up hours later. But something is wrong. You can't
My
move
nigga's
your
talking.
arms. You're handcuffed to something. Your head is pounding
Why
and
you
your
sleep,
mouth
bro?
tastes like chemicals. Jeff is standing
Freaky
over you now,
ass.
and his demeanor has completely changed. The friendly photographer is gone. What remains is cold, empty, and calculated. He doesn't yell or threaten. He just tells you calmly what's going to happen. He's going to strangle you until you pass out. And then his freaky ass is going to take advantage of
Yes,
your unconscious
exactly.
body.
His freaky
if you wake
ass
up,
is about to
he'll do
have
it again.
intercourse
But
with your damn
eventually,
body, bro.
you'll stop waking up. Your last conscious thoughts are of panic and confusion as his hands wrap around your throat and the world goes dark for the final time. In the same manner, Jeffrey Dahmer murdered 17 young men and boys between 1978 and 1991.
It's not as
He
bad
was
as a
arrested
Zodiac
in
Killer. He
July
did it in a shorter
1991
time, bro.
after one victim escaped.
But still, this nigga was
Harold
freaky and he
Shipman.
did it to every
Imagine you're
single
living
person.
your bonus years alone in Hyde, Greater Manchester. You've been feeling tired lately and short of breath. You call your
Okay.
family doctor, Dr. Harold Shipman, a respected general practitioner
family
who's been
doctor?
practicing in the
Okay.
area for over
Snaps.
20 years.
Let me guess,
He
the
makes
guy...
house calls, which is rare
Let me
these
guess,
days.
he's gonna call the
and he's
doctor
always
over his
been
house
so
and
kind
kill
and
him or
attentive.
something?
He arrives at your home within an hour, black medical bag in
Then
hand.
he's gonna stab the
he
doctor.
takes your blood
Ah.
pressure, listens to your heart, and
Imagine.
asks about your symptoms. He tells you it's likely just a circulation issue, nothing to worry about, but he'd like to give you an injection that will help. You trust him completely. He's your doctor.
Is the doctor about to
He
kill him?
prepares a syringe from his bag. You barely
Okay.
feel the needle go into your
This
arm.
feels like a normal, like,
Within seconds,
back in
a
the day
warm
at
sensation
home
spreads
doctor
through your
type
body.
of shit.
You feel relaxed, peaceful,
Okay.
almost euphoric. Dr. Shipman
Did he
is asking
poison
you
him or
questions.
something? Like, did he
but
Michael
his voice
Jackson this
is getting
nigga?
farther away. You're so tired suddenly.
Oh, he Michael
Your
Jackson
eyelids
this
are
nigga,
impossibly
bro.
heavy. You try to
gave him
respond,
morphine or
but the
some
words
shit.
won't come. Your breathing slows, your vision narrows to a pinpoint of light, then disappears entirely. You die in your armchair, peacefully, never knowing your trusted
The
doctor
doctor
just
killed him
you
like
with a
that?
lethal injection of diamorphine. Harold Shipman was convicted of
Oh,
15
nah.
patients in
I don't even know if I
2000,
said that word
but
right, but that's the
investigators
Michael
believe
Jackson
he
shit.
killed between 215 and 250 people over his
250?
career. On January 13th, 2004, he hanged himself in his cell at Wakefield Prison.
So, I gotta add right now, but you're telling me this nigga got out the easy way like that? Like that nigga got out that easy? Oh, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Niggas really killed 250 people as their homemade doctor, bro. Imagine going, hey, bro, I'm not feeling good. I think I got a cold or a fever. Can you come check this out? Okay. Like, okay, I think you need a little shot. Gives you a shot and you just... That's the last thing you remember. Is crazy. Over one phone call, bro. One phone call could really change your life. Is crazy, bro. Who the
In
fuck is the
1870, a
boogeyman?
man named Albert Fish suffered horrific as a child at an
Oh,
orphanage, where he was
no.
regularly beaten,
Not Diddy in the background. It's crazy.
and as a result, he exhibited troubling behaviors that would escalate over the years of his life. Fish would lure children with promises of work, candy, or both.
So he was a
And
19.
in 1928, while pretending to be a wealthy
1920s
man visiting a family's house
rapist?
to hire
Van
their son for
rapist, that
work,
nigga?
Albert would convince the parents of a named Grace to let him take her to a birthday party. He didn't spontaneously do this, however. He was only able to take them after building trust and warmth with the
That's
family.
weird.
And as you could guess, there was no party. He took her to an abandoned house, strangled her, dismembered her body, cooked her, and ate her. 6 years later, Albert would send the
He
family a
ate
letter
her?
saying this: "On Sunday, June 3rd, 1928, I called on you and brought you pot cheese with strawberries. We had lunch. Then Grace sat in my lap and gave me a kiss on my cheek. It was at this point that I made up my mind to eat her." The rest of the letter is disgusting, repulsive, and detailed. After reading it, Grace's traumatized parents were able to use it as evidence for officials to track and capture Albert. And after he was arrested, medical examinations revealed that Albert had inserted over 29 needles into his pelvic region and area.
Oh, nah,
X-rays
bro.
showed them embedded deep in his body, many having been there for years. He had hammered them into himself as punishment and as a twisted form of gratification. Sadly, Grace's fate would be the same of over 1 to 400 other children that Albert
400?
Fish did this to. He was later on by the electric chair in 1936 at 65 years
Fuck that
old.
65-year-old
He wrote a
nigga.
final statement, but
65-year-old
the only
ink
person
is
who was
like
able to
candy.
ever read it was his lawyer, and he refused to release it to the public because he considered it the filthiest
If
thing
you're-
he had
bro.
ever read in his life. Majority of people in real life
If you're a lawyer, won't even fucking, release the files to what this nigga did? And he's that nervous too back then in the 20s? To the 1930s? That's insane, bro. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, peace, love, and subscribe. I'm out. This video went to weird ass nigga type of bullshit. But anyway, bye.